Hello, we want to welcome you to Community Talk. I am Lisa Bland-Felix. I'm the Director of Senior Life Network at Oakwood Mall. And I have with me today Lisa Rao, who is the OSU Extension Educator and for Garfield County, correct? Yes. And so we just wanted to visit with you all a little bit today about some things we have coming up at Senior Life Network. Our big thing that Lisa and I are going to do together is called the Holiday Lights Extravaganza. And it will be on December the 9th at 3 p.m. It's kind of a come and go holiday open house. And it's all about, Lisa gave me the idea of all about making your holiday light, like your cooking light, your load light, just making your holidays light. So
exactly.
Lisa, let's have them, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself before we go in and we'll talk about the holiday lights.
I am the Family and Consumer Sciences Educator for OSU Extension here in Garfield County. And so my duties range from teaching Tai Chi to help improve people's balance, offering cooking classes, answering questions, family relations, child development, budgeting, anything to do with family and home is my area of expertise for OSU.
Well, that's really awesome. Well, at Senior Life, we have a new mission statement. It's enriching the lives of active adults in Northwest Oklahoma. So Lisa, I came on board at Senior Life in June. And Lisa, when did you come on board?
June 15th as well.
So we kind of started our little journey together. And so I began to partner with Lisa on getting some programs for our members that will help enrich their lives and give them some great education on some different tips. So tell me a little bit about this, the holiday lights that we're going to do.
This came out of an idea that I did several years ago when I was in Osage County, and ways to lighten up the workload, the calories in food, and the stress of the holidays. So many times everything seems to become heavy on us, and as the days grow shorter and darker, we tend to kind of get worried and stressed about all that we have to get done during the holidays. So I came up with this idea of holiday lights because we all enjoy the beautiful Christmas lights that we see and that decorate everywhere. And so I put together a small booklet that has tips for lightening your workload before a party or even as you plan toward the holiday events, as well as ways to spruce up your table, and prepare ahead of time, kind of scheduling out. You know, Santa makes a list,
right?
And he says he checks it twice,
right?
And we should do the same thing. It's important to plan ahead and delegate, and let some of the others take care of that work. It's okay as you get toward the holidays to say, you know what, I just need to concentrate on the important things.
Exactly.
And one of the things is if you're entertaining, you want to make your house look perfect. Well, start ahead of time and start planning out doing your deep cleaning maybe a week or two ahead of time.
Right.
If you know someone, a teenager or someone who's wanting to earn a little bit of Christmas
Extra
cash,
money. Sure.
Get them to come in and help you clean your house.
Right.
Lighten that part up and decide, if they're not going to be up in the stairs in the bedrooms, don't worry about dusting them.
Well, I think so many times people want to do all these things themselves.
Yes.
And if you can delegate it, and like you said, get a little help, there's no harm in that.
Yes.
You don't have to be superwoman or man.
Exactly. Don't work yourself into a frazzle before the party.
Right.
And if you're planning something that you want to do, take it a little bite at a time. Everyone says, how do you eat an elephant? Well, one bite at a time. So make your list out of things that you want to accomplish. Delegate it out how many, a few weeks at a time. You can buy your non-perishables 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time,
right.
at least. You can keep things in the freezer, make things ahead of time, put them in the freezer and have them ready to pop in the oven. You can set your table a day or two ahead of time and then maybe cover it with a cloth.
Sure.
So that those things are going to be done ahead of time and you're not stressing at the last minute trying to get everything rushed around and perfect.
Right.
I always try to work myself out of doing a whole lot whenever an event happens so that I can answer questions, help someone else,
Right.
and enjoy the time,
And enjoy it.
and
I
not
think
just
that's
be
the
rushing
key.
around.
Because so many times I think we get so bogged down, and as women, we definitely feel like we have to. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to, and there's always going to be some little something that maybe is not perfect, but no one usually knows but you. And so, but I think all of those ideas are awesome. And we're going to have some goodie bags that day. Lisa's going to bring some light appetizers so that you can actually try some of those and some of the recipes that are in the booklet.
Yes.
And so we'll have about 20 goodie bags for the first 20 people that show up that day. So it is 3 o'clock on December the 9th at Oakwood Mall, which is just, we're right by Dillard's. So
That's right, and I plan to have some booklets to hand out that will have some of the tips that we're talking about today, as well as some light recipes and ways to plan a beautiful buffet for your holiday entertaining. And so please come by, talk with us. You're welcome to call the extension office anytime. We're located out by the fairgrounds on Oxford Street, and our number is 237-1228. Don't hesitate to give us a call anytime. We'd be glad to help and answer any questions you might have. And it's also important to remember, as the days grow shorter, to take time to get out in the sunshine. We get vitamin D from the sun, and that helps keep our moods elevated, and we don't get affected as much with
Right.
what they call SAD, or seasonal affective disorder, which often happens as the days grow shorter and the nights get darker and longer. And so try to get out in the sun and get some sunshine, get some exercise, and lighten your day up by getting out and getting
Right.
involved in the community, not staying inside and hibernating.
That's true. Well, and you can also come to Oakwood Mall and walk. We have at Senior Life Network, we're open from 8 to 5. On Fridays, it's 8 to 4. But walkers can, come in with a heavy coat and a purse. You may not want to carry that through the mall. We have people come in, leave it in our little room, and that way they can walk the mall and not be, weighed down with a coat.
Exactly, lighten up.
Right, exactly. Lighten up, drop your coat off. So
You guys have a safe, secure place
right.
to do that.
There's always somebody there, and it's a great service. And you can even log your miles. We have little sheets that if you want to log your miles in, you can do that. Also, I wanted to mention Anna Blubaugh of Larry's Home Oxygen will also be there that day. She's going to bring some of her just gift ideas that for people that are older that might be of use to them, like the grabber that reaches things, and I don't know what it's officially called, but decorative little bags to go on walkers or things like that. There's so many things that she has that she brought to show us that I said, well, I'd love to have you come back for Christmas, and she'll have some of those things if people want to purchase them.
One of the things that we talked about earlier in the year at Senior Life Network was about assistive technologies and the importance of using assistive technology devices to help seniors remain in place. They're happier, they're healthier if they remain in their own homes, and by using assistive technologies like the grabbers. There's things like a writing bird that can be used to help people with arthritis write more easily without pain. Other things that you can do, modifications you can make in your home that will help seniors age in what we call age in place, rather than going into long-term care or even assisted living,
Right.
which is less costly. It's more healthy mentally, physically, socially, to stay in one's home
Right.
as long as possible. And assistive technologies can help with that. So I'm glad that Anna's going to be there to show some of those devices.
And it's sad to buy someone, a gift and then it be something. So many elderly people have everything that they possibly, could ever want. So to get them things that are useful, that, like you said, help them stay in their home, help them be more independent. Those are just awesome gift ideas.
Right. And also gifts of service. Those are very important. Offering to come in and help an elderly person clean their house, decluttering is very important, because often when there's piles of books or magazines, baskets, flower pots, cords. Those are things that can cause
Right.
falls. And helping declutter and get rid of those fall hazards can help. Just offering to take them grocery shopping, spending time. Those gifts of service mean so much more than a bottle of perfume that they already have 5 bottles of.
Right.
They sure don't want a video game.
Right, exactly. Well, and that's the kind of things that, we like to bring to our members, things that are useful and things that they feel like, will help them live better, enriched lives as active adults. I want to mention a little bit about Senior Life Network. It is $10 for a lifetime membership, and that gets you a monthly newsletter. And of course, you can come to any of our programs. Anyone is welcome to come to our programs, even if you're not a member. But if you're going to be a member and exercise, we like for the people to go ahead and join, because we fax the form to your doctor. Exercise classes are $3. We have everything from a beginning strength and flexibility all the way to yoga. We do monthly health screenings. We have travel opportunities. And of course, the programs like we have with Lisa, we bring experts in to give us such great information. And it really makes a difference for our members. I wanted to mention Deb Sexton is our certified instructor, and she does all of our exercise. So she does that great, and we air those programs on Enid TV, and so we're happy to do that. We're always looking for new programs. So if you have any ideas for programs, or you want Lisa and I to put together something, please give us a call at 580-234-6060. And give us those suggestions, or stop by the office, and we'd be more than happy to take those, because I do really like to have those from our members. Also, if you're on Facebook, we'd love to have you like us on Facebook, because we do post updates on there. And I just want to invite everybody out to come to our Holiday Lights Extravaganza on Wednesday, December 9th at 3 p.m., and stop by, get a goodie bag, say hi, and we'll just be wonderful to have you there. And I'm so happy you came out today, and thank you for visiting us today at Community Talk, and hope you have a fantastic day.
Well, hello. My name is Patrick Farrell, and I'm a volunteer with the Cherokee Strip Regional Heritage Center, and this is Community Talk. Are we ever fortunate today to have with us Cody Jolliffe. Cody, how good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for taking the time to come over and visit a few minutes about the Heritage Center.
Certainly.
Give us a rundown on what's going to happen soon.
Yeah, well, this Friday, December 4th, is Christmas in the Village.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
This is our one of our favorite events of the year, and the most well-attended event all year long. You know, it's a kind of gets you in the mood for the holidays right here this first week of December, and it's just a really fun evening. You kind of take a step back into the time just after the land run and what those early Christmas traditions and celebrations would be like.
And that is a joyous time even then.
Oh, yeah.
And of course now the joy is still there, but it's a little more commercialized.
That's very true, yeah. And of course the event is this Friday evening from 5 to 8. And as I was leaving to come here, the tickets were flying out the door, so you better come get some tickets.
Wow, wonderful.
Just $5, and you know that includes everything once you get inside. We have hot cider over the campfire out in the village, and we'll have homemade cookies and all kinds of hot chocolate and I think that man in a big red suit is said that he will stop by
Will he?
and visit with everyone.
That's
So,
remarkable because he's a busy man this
Yeah,
time of the
very
year.
busy, very
Certain
busy.
priorities, though. Cherokee
right.
Strip Regional Heritage Center is one.
That's right. You know, a lot of folks, due to the weather, sadly, we didn't get to have light up the plains, you know, and he was scheduled to make a stop there. But the weather and the reindeer didn't work out. So,
Well, you have to use good sense, not
that's-
get out in weather
well,
like that.
that's true. So, but he'll be here this Friday.
He will be here, and the weather is going to be delightful.
It's going to be very nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Now, the village is going to be all aglow with lights
It is. It sure is.
and great photo opportunities.
It will. We'll have a one-horse open sleigh out there. You can-
Dashing through the snow.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We might see if we have snow, but
Okay.
you can come take your picture alongside the sleigh
sure.
or the lights. And we have about 15 Christmas trees, I think, set up all throughout the different buildings. Of course, you can, I said the campfire will have the refreshments and everything. And then the land office, we have Victorian postcards
Do you?
that the
Oh.
land office agents will be giving out. And they have pen and ink. You can dip the nib pen into the ink and write you a postcard to send to a loved
The
one.
old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
That's really remarkable. This is a great family experience, isn't it?
It really is. There's
Yeah.
things for all ages.
And now let's visit a minute about the musical entertainment that you're going to have.
Sure.
It's going to be in the church?
It will be. It'll be in the church. We have 6 different choir groups.
6?
Yes.
Wow.
That will be performing throughout the evening. We have about 5 elementary choirs from here in the area, and then I believe we have a church choir to finish off the evening. And alongside that, we'll have a small band inside the atrium when you come in.
Really?
So we'll have a small band in there. And also inside the museum, we have crafts for kids to do, and Santa will make his stop in there. But, you know, I want to point out to people that there's often kind of a line to get inside,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but if you have the ticket in advance, you get to walk right in the village gates. And so it's
expedited entrance.
Yes, yes. So that's really nice if you have time this week. And if not, then we have it all set up where we can get through the line a little faster this year to get inside.
Now, the choral groups, elementary, they'll be every how often?
Every half hour.
Every half hour.
Every half hour, different group. And I believe we also have elementary and some middle school groups. We have a middle school guitar class that's coming. So all different kinds of,
That
and a
is.
middle school choir and elementary choirs.
Variation of the different talents.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, it's okay, great. And the Glidewell home will be set up for a Christmas in the dining room, will it?
Yes, the whole house will kind of be just like the Glidewells have left and are coming back to have their Christmas celebration.
How interesting.
So all the presents are laid out and the table is just set beautifully. You know, most people throughout the year, just every day, they eat with what we call, you know, bone white or stone white china, you know, just something very plain. Of course, when you have holidays and company and special occasions, you bring down all the nice china. And so that's
The good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. And so that's what we have done is set the
okay.
table with all the nice china.
I've seen that before, and it's really, it makes you want to sit down and join the Glidewell family for a Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
And there will be someone there perhaps to explain some of this.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we'll have a person just about every room of the Glidewell house, and you take a little tour through the Glidewell. You know, and then over in the school, you can make a craft over there with the school marms. Always a real traditional 19th century, you know, something people would have made in a one-room schoolhouse. I also want to point out that the general store got a new and large shipment of goods in. So
Did they? So they're ready to provide the people with purchases.
Oh, yes, all kinds of good stocking stuffers. So all kinds of things that you could have purchased in a general store back in the 1890s. So,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That gives some validity to your endeavor there, I'd
yeah,
say.
it's a lot of fun.
That's
so.
great. And I think that it's a visual sight and sound experience. The
Oh, yes, yes.
Christmas in the Village, and
smells.
and yes,
Yeah.
that's all our olfactory senses. That's right. Oh, as long as we're at this moment now,
Sure.
you've got a brown bag lunch coming
Oh, that's
up.
right, we do, yeah.
Yes, on the 9th.
On the 9th, yes, it could be the back to our normal second Wednesdays.
Right.
And that's Dr. Sarah Jane Richner from Panhandle State University, and she's doing her kind of pioneer Christmas.
Right.
So
and those were bleak and lean times.
Yes, yes.
So I think they had to be very resourceful.
Oh, certainly.
And she will have researched that. Checked up on the internet about Dr. Richter, and she is a special person, very energetic, effervescent, and
yes.
well-informed.
Yes,
This
yes.
is one I think people should take a little extra time that day at noon to go and hear.
Yeah, she's really just a very fun lady to listen to, and give a speech. I talked to her on the phone one day, and I said, because she gave a speech for Brown Bag maybe a year or so ago.
Oh, I see.
A different topic, Dust Bowl topic. And she came in, and I said, well, will you have some kind of slides or, something? And she said, if I can't keep their attention with a good speech and a good lecture and discussion, she said, well, then I don't need to be doing this. I don't need that, So
Well, she has confidence in her background and information. And
she's an excellent speaker. She came and presented on the Dust Bowl, and then she came to Chautauqua in the summer to Dust Bowl, and I think she's become a friend, of the museum and Heritage Center. So she
travels a great deal in
enjoys it.
Oklahoma.
She does all over. She's done work for many organizations and numerous awards that she's won. And,
Right. In fact, I think she got the Humanity Award in 2011.
Oh, yes, for the state. Yes.
Well, this will be really worth attending, and I hope that people that watch this go to the noon brown bag luncheon on the 9th.
Yes,
It'll be an hour well invested.
Oh, yeah. Bring along your lunch, and the church will be all decorated for the Christmas. So.
Right. Now then, on the temporary exhibit gallery, there's something coming up in January called Rootin' In.
Yes, that is an exhibit of art, I think mainly paintings, that all deal with agriculture from our region.
Oh, does it?
And I've seen a couple of pieces. They're very neat, very interesting. So I believe it is staff and students from Northern Oklahoma College that have done the works of art, and maybe some other different artists outside of the group. But it's very interesting, very neat. I think it's be very...
Yes, I think, and they're title Rootin', R-O-O-T-I-N.
Yeah.
In refers to the agricultural side of it.
It's definitely.
Now, the Turkey Creek School, that is ongoing and it's...
It is. We take a little break in the wintertime.
Yeah.
But, the classes are filling up fast for the spring semester, which will begin in March. And so if you know classes out there, they need to get in and book up, So
What grade level?
That's our fourth grade program for Turkey Creek School.
Is it?
Although we've had, mixed groups with homeschool groups and things like that attending, usually in the spring. And then, of course, we have our third grade program, Pioneer Life. And where they do all the farm chores and learning about the land run history.
Is the fourth grade level a little more academic then, or?
It is. It's just kind of a little bit different setup, Third graders don't quite have the attention span.
I see.
For that program, so third grade, they move quick. They move every about 15 minutes doing something completely different. And so you got to be quick on your feet. I taught the program several days. The end of the semester here, and I said, "Whew, I got to keep going and going." You know.
Yes. Well, that's really something. And this is sponsored by the Humphrey Abstract Company.
Christmas in the Village.
Christmas
yes.
in the Village
Humphrey
is-
Abstract graciously sponsors it since its inception. So
Yes, okay. And not to forget the gift shop. As long as people are going to be on the grounds,
oh yeah,
the
yeah.
gift shop can offer special opportunities for purchases to be given to.
Yeah, we have for Christmas we have some fun new things in there to purchase. A lot of some local made things, and then the general store, lots of handmade and local items. Our most popular item in the general store is a 19th century bottle that's a honey bottle that's filled with local grown honey.
Oh, really? Yeah.
We usually sell out every year, and we got our shipment of honey
kidding.
in. So
You got, and the bottles
and
too.
the bottles too. Yeah,
Okay,
so.
I'm glad they're together. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. And, often people have Christmas visitors in their homes coming for Christmas.
Oh, certainly.
And they should take the opportunity to come to the museum.
They should. They should. We were really sorry that we ended up being closed after Thanksgiving due to the weather. Of course,
Yeah.
that's usually a really busy time for us. Is right after the holiday or right kind of before the holidays when you have all that family in town. But it's a great time to come out, and if you come out, for Christmas, then you can see everything all decorated.
Sure. And there are opportunities for tours at certain times of the day.
Oh, certainly. We typically have tours at about 11 and 1:30 and 3 o'clock, I
Oh, I
believe.
see. Yeah.
And so, but if you're there, we'll take you on a tour anytime.
And the
So-
tour can be part of the admission for.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take you all throughout the buildings outside. And, that's a great thing to do, especially, if there's, for some reason, you can't come to Christmas in the Village and family comes to visit, bring them and, see it decorated. Even if you've been there before, it's
And
different.
just to drive by at night is a visual experience that's really nice.
Yeah, it is. I think we got all the lights up now, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah, great. Well, the Cherokee Strip Regional Heritage Center, that's really something that's always informative and always exciting, and it's a place that we should go. It's right here.
It's right here. Yeah, don't forget about it. I might want to mention too, if we have time, we have that special exhibit for the 75th anniversary of Vance Air Force Base coming up. That's the big ticket for
That will be.
2016, and that will be Memorial Day through Veterans Day in 2016. And we're still looking for some artifacts, for some items that relate to Vance Air Force Base. So if someone has something in their closet they think might be of value, bring it by and let Aaron and Sarah take a look
Great.
at it. So,
We're out of time.
oh my,
How good to see you.
good to see you.
To our viewers, thank you so much for watching Community Talk.